Okay, I've lit this place up. It's horrible because of all the torches, but this is a classic Minecraft room, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it. You can fix that later on. Like once you got better lights, it's fine. But for temporary, we're good. We're good. Don't worry.
For temporary,
we're good.
So yeah, here we go. Look, so we got this place, dude. It's a space.
Right.
It's a big space.
If you look at the quests, we were doing technological revolution.
Well, just tell me what I need to work on, and I'll do that.
Technological revolution.
I'm easy.
That's what we want to do.
Oh.
Auto farm, slice and splice, power store. I think auto farm is what Shin was doing. But we need. That's what we need. We need that. We need farm because food is the biggest problem we have right now.
So if you put a cooling coil in the big house, how's that going to work? Or does the cooling coil only cool the water locally? How does it work?
I would just build a little cooling room like I have. There's a spare coil here inside the spaceship.
Right, so it's better just to build a freezer and freeze yourself temporarily.
Exactly. Just whenever you get too hot, just jump in and then it fixes it instantly.
Oh my gosh, it's really, really overpowered. I feel like it's exploiting the game a little bit.
No, that's how it works. It's basically refrigerated water. It's ice water. You're feeling too hot. Blam. There you go. Sorted.
There's some glowstone in here. So what is this sand? Is this sand supposed to just go back in?
Sand is just go back in, but there's no space for it at the moment.
So what? This is only for squares of sand.
Yeah.
And then the actual sand.
It gets turned into sand here.
Do you put the sand into this one? Oh, I see.
Sand goes into here and then gets turned into dust, and then dust gets sieved.
So it's at max sand at the moment.
Yeah.
Ooh. I see, because you filled it full previously.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been mining the sand.
I get it.
But I'm using the sand to fill in the gaps anyway.
So the sand makes dust.
Yeah.
And then the other one makes the gravel over here, which makes iron, hopefully.
This makes iron as well.
How did you get enough iron to build all this crap?
Honestly, most of it was already built. I just removed the stuff that we had before.
Oh, right. Oh, so you moved my my dude over here. We're not using the compressed version, are we, either?
No.
Because I think it's just less efficient.
Really. We are using iron meshes now, though, because they last a lot longer.
Right. Yeah, I guess you have to remember to place them in.
There's some in this chest here.
Oh, there.
But if you look if you want iron, the smeltery's got loads, so I've been putting it in there, basically.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't need it.
We've got 3 blocks.
It feels like iron is the classic problem, isn't it?
We found redstone was getting pretty tricky, which is why I set the dust system up.
Right. Oh, I see. The redstone is the next thing that's tricky. Yeah, I mean, ideally, this should all be indoors, I guess, but... Because the sand's fun, though.
The sand won't... I mean, once I flatten out this area a bit, it will build up less, because it builds up on blocks that exist.
What do you mean?
Like, it won't only build up on blocks. Like, it won't just build up in the middle of nowhere. In a sandstorm.
What do you mean? What do you mean it builds up on blocks? Like, as opposed to what?
Imagine the sand is blowing, right?
Yeah.
It only builds up if it hits something.
Right.
If it doesn't hit anything, then it won't stay there.
Well, exactly. Like, that's why we got this thing here.
Yeah.
It's just like a room for it. You know, it's like plenty of space.
But we can move it over eventually. It's just a bit of a pain to move it
Well,
out.
I don't think we'll move it. Fine, we'll leave where it is. It's fine. If it's doing the job, we don't need to move it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get a better system
we'll
at some
build new
point.
things in the new place.
So yeah, an auto farm would be fantastic. I want to log on to Shin's account and just take the stuff off him, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Don't even try that. Oh, God. No, so I drank so much weird tea, some like salty sea tea and
I'm not sure if I would like salty teas.
I found one that was like roasted soybeans tea or something, but it tasted really chocolatey. I'll make you some. It's really weird. Super weird.
Pretty good. I like soybeans.
Yeah, it was some of them. Oh man, I drank some weird stuff, dude. Yeah, it was good. It was experience. I bought a bunch back with me, just random shit that I found that I thought would be.
Did you go to any like
would be fun to try or like
really
fun to post
local
on Instagram?
tea shops, like ones that are like authentic, like not touristy at all?
Yeah, I mean they're kind of. Yeah, I did, and they're kind of nice. Yeah, they're chill. It's like I was saying this to Sips Empyrean on Triforce. I talked a lot about going away on Triforce today, and basically like. The tea shops feel very English in a sense, right? You go to like an English park, and you know you'll find a tea shop, and they'll do a tea ceremony with a nice piece of china, and you know, it's very very similar to that in a sense. Like it's very polite, it's very formal. it's quite, you know, it's quite, for me, it's not that different to what I've had experienced before.
Right.
I think Americans will be like, wow, this is really weird. Do I hold the cup between my pinky finger and my ringy finger? They'd be like really confused about the whole thing.
Right.
But for me,
just like a normal day for you.
it was like, yeah, we're sitting in a nice garden drinking tea, looking out at a garden. I've done this all my life, pretty much, it feels like.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not quite unusual. I think Japan, in a way, like, did feel. I was saying this to them as well. Like, it sort of felt to me like a little bit like England in that we're quite polite, we're quite reserved, or at least we think we are. More so than certain other people. We look at sort of the Americans as being brash and loud, and we look at some of the Europeans as being sort of rude and stuff, you know. I'm sure a lot of Brits are rude and brash and exactly the same, you know, as well. But I think in general,
gentlemen,
we feel ourselves to be quite polite. And in that sense, nothing really felt that unusual to me.
Right.
It was all very familiar. And good. I had a nice time, yeah. So I drank a lot of tea. Oh, boy. Yeah, and I look forward to getting through the rest of it. And the one thing I'm a little bit worried about is, like, too much caffeine. I'm never going to drink anywhere near, like, the amount before it all goes off. You know,
does it go off, does it, tea? It's dried stuff, though. It stays dried.
Well, I don't want to keep it around for years. And I bought, sometimes you couldn't buy much other than, like, a sort of, like, this stuff. Like, I really bought some that was, like, in tea bags, and I bought, like, 30 tea bags. Because that was, like, the smallest amount I could buy. And then I tried it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is absolutely awful."
Oh no!
And so, I suppose I will end up. I'll probably end up chucking away the stuff I don't like, and
giving
then
away stuff for presents.
Not good. But I mean, the matcha, which is the green tea powder, is really, really strong.
Yeah.
It's like 1 cup of matcha is like 3 espressos.
Damn.
You know? And so I don't really want to be drinking that much caffeine, you know, every day. So I guess, like, even if I drink like 1 cup of matcha a day, I'm gonna get through about. Over the next year, I'm going to get through about sort of half of what I've bought. Yeah. And I don't really want to be drinking like a cup of it a day. It's a bit strong. So, not sure what to do. Sorry, I'm just milling around, looking at the base, thinking what I want to be building.
Oh, there's a husk. Hello, sir. What are you doing in our base? Not allowed here, I'm afraid. Why has that happened?
Jesus Christ. So did someone build this crap?
What crap?
Light engineering blocks, tin wire connectors.
Yes.
This stuff. Was there a quad super crafting frame?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. We haven't figured out what that's for yet. I think it might be like an auto crafting thing.
Right, and alloys and crusher. You built a sag mill.
Okay, so it's all there, is it?
I think I built a sag mill. Well, before, didn't I? Maybe.
I think this is stuff that Shin built then.
It's in the quest line.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure where. I think he's probably got them all on him. That's the problem.
Right.
We didn't put them down anywhere yet.
Well, I mean, it's okay since it's not a huge problem, is it?
It kind of is.
We need. Okay. What are we doing? What's the end goal here?
To escape.
Right.
The planet.
Okay.
Classic. They get much more classic than that.
There's the auto crafter.
So
right.
the quad frames. I think we might have put them down somewhere. Oh god, we didn't. Did we?
Well, no, I can get one out of the quest reward here. Look.
Okay.
I can claim it though. So I can either get a super incineration frame, a super XP frame, a quad super crafting. I can choose one. You see.
Right.
So which one did you choose?
We put the crafting ones, but I have no idea where we put them.
Quad super crafting. Is that just 4 crafting benches in one?
I think they're like auto crafters. I think we didn't figure them out, and we were going with them. We forgot.
That doesn't seem like something we do. Having no idea what we're doing and struggling through a mod pack.
I don't know where I put them
because we. Fuck's sake!
Where did I put them? They were around somewhere.
Cool. Well, I mean, the base is pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
It's a big empty room, a thing that makes cobblestone and grinds it up into stuff.
Yeah.
And a series of shitty chests, which we probably need to get rid of.
I organised a few of the chests, over this area at least.
I mean,
I'm just clearing sand right now.
Here you go. Here's
a full-time job.
Quad super crafting frame. Here.
Okay, so put it down, and so I'm guessing you just put the recipe in.
Right.
Where are you? There. Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Crafting error recipe not valid.
I think you need to put like a recipe in it. I don't really know.
Cool.
I figured out we work it out when we actually needed it.
Right, I see. But it's nice to know what it does because then we can use it for solutions.
I assume it is an auto-crafter, right?
It's like someone discovered a hammer and they were like, what does this do? I don't know, but we'll figure out when we need it. And then one day they're like, hey, I've got all these metal things I want to drive into this wall. If only I had a tool that would drive them into this wall, but I'd never seen one before. If only I could figure out what any of these tools did. Maybe this screwdriver is used to drive things into the wall. That's literally us right now.
I see what you mean. But I kind of thought I knew what it did.
I mean, but
already,
would you kind of thought you knew what it did? Listen to yourself. Say things.
Well, I assumed it was an autocrafter, right?
I kind of
so until we needed an autocrafter,
I knew what it did.
Until we needed an autocrafter, I figured I wouldn't bother. But fine, let's look it up. Okay, crafting frame.
It's just gibberish. Nonsense.
It's a simple mod that helps repetitive crafting tasks early game. Place it, set a recipe, and right-click to craft an item from your inventory. So you get the recipe, and if you want to make that thing,
recipe? How do you get a recipe?
Well, I'm getting to that. But I'm just saying, is that sort of thing we need?
Something that automatically builds shitty stuff over and over?
Yeah, so just say you have to have the ingredients in your inventory already, and you go up and right-click, and it will craft that thing from stuff in your inventory.
Well, it's not bad, is it?
It's not too bad, but I feel like with NEI, it's not super important because you can just use the NEI system to do the same thing.
I see what you're saying, yeah, I suppose. All right, thanks, though. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
I suppose, okay, so it's pointless. Let's throw it in the bin. Let's burn it. We don't need it. Yeah.
I mean,
no, it's a cool thing.
It might not be pointless. It could be useful.
It's
Don't
super.
throw it in the bin.
Well, I feel like I'm one of these people, right, Duncan, who says, if we're not going to use it, we might as well chuck it in the bin and burn it and throw it on the fire.
Right.
Because otherwise we'll come back to this again, in 4 weeks' time when I'm on holiday again and Shin's back. He'll be like, super crafting frame, what's this do? I wonder if we can use it.
That's a really good point.
We're already repeating ourselves, I guess.
Well, no, because you weren't here.
That's true. I'm only repeating myself.
So Shin has already seen it.
I like a chemical thrower and railgun come out of.
I know.
Come after.
I'm not entirely sure if we need them. Honestly.
Engineer's toolbox.
What we did need, we found out we needed a lot of ender pearls.
Oh. Right.
So maybe that we were going to go out and into that village and see if we can find an Enderman Spawner.
Right. Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! How do these husks keep getting in here?
A regulator. Oh, is that where the lava mill came from? And the weather siren.
Yeah.
Cool. Portable temperature regulator and thirst quencher.
Yeah.
Are they things we need to build next?
I mean, it looks like they're pretty good, but. Do we need them yet? I don't know.
Oh, there's a quest to make transfer pipes, Yeah, if you make a transfer pipe, instead of lead stone engineering cable.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with those cables,
You need vile dust, I think. What the fuck?
Vile dust.
You need to cook soul sand. You made a nether portal, I noticed.
Yes.
Did you go?
We did.
What was
scary.
It like?
It's horrible in there.
As usual. So
it's like a sky block. I think it is the sky block one. You know, the one with the chest.
The sky block one.
The bog standard sky block map.
Oh,
chest. That's what it seems like.
So what? There's no soul sand in there.
Then maybe you can bridge over to the mainland, but there's lots of blazes that knock you off.
Fun.
Not really.
Probably a way to get soul sand out of witch water, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, you were using that laser to make it, weren't you? Remember? That laser you shot at the wall and it made soul sand?
I'm not sure I was using that to make soul sand. I was using that to make the gems.
But it made soul sand though, right? When it hit the sand.
Well, it did, but I don't think it was supposed to.
Really? Yeah, but when it hit sand, it made soul sand.
No, I mean, fine, it did make it. Maybe it was supposed to, but I'm just saying,
you did it by accident, but that is still the case that it did happen.
Yeah, look, here it is.
And if we need soul sand, then that's how we can get it.
Right. We just fire a laser at it.
Yeah.
If only you could get anything by firing a laser at it. That would make my life a lot easier, wouldn't it? Witch water comes from mushrooms, doesn't it?
We don't need witch water if we've got the laser. Again.
But at the same time, if we need, okay, let me get this through to your head
Okay.
gently. I built a factory before, in Minecraft, and you want to kind of have reliable sources. Firing a laser at a block of sand to get a block of soul sand is not reliable. Having a barrel with a few mushrooms around it that pumps water in, it automatically turns it into witch water, and then having that auto export soul sand is a useful thing. And soul sand is one of these things where sometimes, in order to get nether quartz, for example, you need to filter it. So sift it, yeah. So I figure.
So you want a more sustainable source of soul sand?
No, well, I mean, we could just make it in the fucking. I mean, it has. Yeah, I mean, it does. You could shoot rotten flesh and turn it into leather. That's cool. Shoot mushrooms and turn them into nether wart. You could shoot nether quartz and turn it into prismarine shards. That's cool.
That is cool.
That's useful.
So we got mushroom farm. I made one.
Have you?
Yeah. So if you need mushrooms, we've got plenty. Just clearing out these trees. Is this tree farm still running? Stone chopper.
Lens for the miner can create ores out of blocks in its sight. When the laser hits a block of stone, it will convert it to different overworld ores.
Oh, wow.
Lens of disenchanting can transfer, it says actually, a single enchantment from an enchanted item to either a book or an already enchanted book. It's achieved by throwing the two items in front of the laser. Oh my god, what the
That's pretty mad.
Lens of the killer works like the lens of certain death. Will drop experience and player kill loot.
What, when it hits a monster?
Yeah, it will. Okay, you can put a special lens in that makes the lens kill people. That's cool. Lens of detonation will create a fiery explosion around the block the laser hits.
Right.
Be careful with this, seriously.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, thank God we didn't tell Shin about this. Christ. God, thank God Shin didn't find the actually additions manual, because he would have built a fucking lens of detonation, wouldn't he? Instantly. Oh my God, you have to use a lens of colour. You have to shoot a lens of colour with a laser, I think. And then you have to shoot a lens with a laser.
For what?
To make the lens of detonation.
Right.
You have to just shoot lots of lenses over and over again. Man, that is a fun quest line, actually. The actually additions looks
pretty
quite
decent
fun.
additions.
Yeah. I like the laser.
Actually got quite
That was
good
one
additions.
of my favourite bits of this mod.
I like lasers in general, really.
Phantom face.
I'm
What
really
the
going
fuck is a
along.
phantom face? Or a phantom energy face? Phantom liquid face. It's like an interface, I guess.
Oh, right.
Because everything's in purple letters, it's a bit weird. Makes me kind of excited about them.
It's like an epic.
Greenhouse glass, yeah. It makes me it ticks my boxes. Pink text. For some reason, I've been conditioned to think pink text is cool.
It is.
But orange text is even cooler.
Oh, yeah, orange text.
Very
these
cool.
days it's more disappointing.
Oh. Well,
I never shit.
I don't know
Fucking
about
legendary. Oh, yay.
I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, Duncan. I have escaped
Have you?
from the trap of ultimate addiction. Don't go there, children. Any children watching this, all adults,
Don't go
all
there,
granddads,
children.
or parents, don't play WoW.
Grandparent, actually, I think it would be fair.
It's too addictive.
Fair enough.
They
can do what they want, honestly. Old people.
Yeah, their time of life. Make the most of it. Why not take up WoW? Just take up this crack and smoking while you're at it. Oh, do it.